Hi there, Allison here of Allison Stitching, and this is day 5 of Stitch the Summer Olympics, and it's going to be a bit of a travel journal for sure. All right, got Laura Lynn on, pull my stitching out. Today's, of course, water, and I've got my lighthouse. I know I started that after Lois and I went to Nova Scotia. Oh, stand by. Stay till the end because you might hear a little something from Lois and Tracy. So let's see. It's been a while and I can see my fabric is rather crunched up. Here's my thread card, which I carefully made. This lighthouse has a lot of threads, and I'm using DMC called for and Aida cloth, 14 count. I love my needle minder. It's abalone or mother abalone. Not exactly sure where I am, and I have the tiniest or not so long piece of thread here, but I know I can get it going. Just count in here. We can do it. My shirt. Nothing I love more than quilting is being a grandmother or a grandma. Here, Laura Lynn, I'm sure. It's Tuesday. And as I'm sitting here thinking it's Tuesday, it triggers me. Tuesday in Paris. So it led me down my topic for today, and that was like Rick Steves, what do you do in Paris on a Tuesday? You know why? The Louvre is closed on Tuesdays. You know how I know this? I went with my daughter, an alumni student, Alex. Oh, I've got to find thread 715 here. And my friend Tammy. We went to London, Paris, and then Dublin. We went over to Dublin because it was when Katie was 19. Some of her friends were at the Worlds in Irish Dance, and we went over to go see them. It was a blast. It just wasn't a blast in Paris when I had planned to do the Louvre with the girls, and they really wanted to see it. But I had memories of my mom talking about the Musee D'Orsay, which is just across the Seine from the Louvre. Really, basically a short walk across the footbridge where everybody puts their locks. Oh, I need 715. Let's get in my thread closet here. I got this ordered from the back of a magazine one year, and I waited for it for months. Okay, so this is where I left off. We watched swimming, lots of good swimming, fencing, skeet shooting, and the girls won the gold. Awesome sauce. That was fantastic this evening. So here's Katie and myself. That was 2011. Had a beautiful time, and it was warm. No, we're wearing coats or sweaters. It was cool. But the morning we woke up to go to the Louvre, it was quite warm. You see the Louvre right there. The Musée D'Orsay is just across. Of course, Paris, Orleans, that was the train that ran through it once upon a time. And here we go. I collected some notes. I did my best to prepare like my mom. And so I'll give them to you here. So Musée, which was Gare d'Orsay, which was the train station of Orsay, Operated on the left bank opposite of the Tuileries Gardens, where the Olympic torch was lit, by the way, Madeleine's fountain. The backstory. In 1900, the Orleans Railway, built on a plot of land that was the Palais Orsay, that had been built under Napoleon, but was destroyed in 1871 by a radical government. The site was perfect for a train station in the heart of the bustling area. It was designed by the best French architects during Paris's Belle Époque. The Gare Orsay paired beautifully with the Beaux Arts aesthetic, with the top-of-the-line technologies like elevators, escalators, luggage ramps, electrified tracks. And they planned the opening with the World's Fair Exposition in 1900, which spotlighted its innovations. It served well for 4 decades, almost 4 decades, but by 1939, the newer trains were too long for the Orsay, and it gradually stopped operating as a train station. Post-World War II, it served as a reception center for freed prisoners of war. After sitting derelict for over 3 decades, the government in 1977 converted the underappreciated space into a museum. The original architecture was respected in carrying out the project of making the space function as a museum, retaining the station's signature look characterized by its glass, its roof, airy arched hall, and monumental clock. Musee D'Orsay opened in 1986 with Impressionist and Post-Impressionist masterpieces. Van Gogh, the bed and his self-portrait, Monet's Blue Water Lilies, the terrace wing, which is like a corner part of the building. The whole area is dedicated to the sculpture of Auguste Rodin. Movies that have been filmed here at the Orsay are The Conformist, Emily in Paris, Hugo, Gossip Girl, Season 4, Episode 1, where Blair met Louis Grimaldi. And we waited in line. Rick Steves talks about 4 entrances, and it's best if you buy your tickets ahead of time. If you have to wait for available not seating, but like to walk in, because they'll only allow a certain amount of people in the building, you can wait over 2.5 hours in a line down the street, which we probably waited, I want to say, about an hour and a half in the sun with no umbrella. It was rough. So I hope you're enjoying the beautiful pieces going by. I got to say, when you go by these, you just kind of, your jaw drops and you freeze in place at what you're in front of. It's basically 6 feet away from you. So beautiful. I'm sorry, I don't know why this video that I borrowed, some of the paintings came in sideways, why the person didn't fix it. So I tried to do it for us. But we've got Van Goghs, we've got Monet. You've seen the artists' names go by. They're beautiful. Love this one. The Louvre that was in the photo across the river, which is just ginormous, and it goes down under. There's a whole mall under there that you don't see, under the glass diamond-shaped piece that's in the center of the square. There are archaeological digs that go down stories. I want to say 4 stories. It's just incredible. Okay, I hope all this museum talk and looking at beautiful art got you in the mood for a gallery walk of Stitching the Summer Olympics with my dear friends and the originator of where this came from, Miss Tracy Provis, and our sidekick, Lois Quinn. I hope you enjoy. Here they are.
Stitch the Summer Olympics, hosted by the Naptime Stitcher, days 1 through 5. First day was a new start, 100 Owls by Owl Forest. Stitched using the called for threads and on fabric 28 count hand dyed by me. And this is how far I got. Day 2, stitched something patriotic, was this Quaker flag by Vivsters on Etsy. I had already started this, and this is how far I got. I have all the boxes for the Quaker tiles stitched ready. Day 3, another new start. Posh Strawberry Picnic by Artful Offerings. This is on 40 count, hand dyed by me fabric. My first time using 40 count, and it's very tiny. And this is how far I got. Once again, fabric was hand dyed by me. Day 4, a whip, Nora Corbett, Bewitching Pixie, Gwen. Once again, fabric is hand dyed by me, and I worked on these greens in her dress. Day 5 is a Blooming Swan by Pigeon Coop Designs. I haven't got a cover photo, but I'm sure you can look it up. And once again, the fabric is hand dyed by me.
Hello, this is my Olympic stitch along. This is my day 1, my new start. This pattern was gifted to me by Allison, as called Stitch Together by the Tiny Modernist. And that was my new start, day 1. Day 2 is Patriotic. And I started this one. It's called American Patriot. I got this at a charity shop for $1, the kit. And I will be putting my son's name at the bottom for his service in the Marines. So that was day 2, Patriotic. Day 3 is Summer Related. And I was working out of this magazine, Cross Stitch Favorites. And I chose the 2 ladies on the beach. The designer is Doreen Jones. And this will eventually turn into a small pouch for a dear friend of mine who lives at the beach. Day 4, I went back to my Patriotic for a color of the rings, and I continued on with my red. So that was my color for the rings. And then day 5, I haven't started yet, but I will be working with something with water. So I will be working on the water of my lighthouse, and I can't read any of that, so you'll just have to look at it. And that's it, day 5.
Wrapping things up here for day 5. Here's the day we arrived on that spring break of 2011. Katie was cracking up at the name of the water. I'm not sure we should say that in English. We went to the Eiffel Tower, and Alex, my alumni student, did not want to go up. So Tammy and Katie bought tickets to walk up the staircase to the second level. And as we sat there, I could see them through the trees going up. And this area where we're sitting is where I think the beach volleyball is happening right now in the Olympics. That tower is just so massive. I'm going to do an evening chat on all the details I know about it, so stand by for further information. Just a glorious time. Here we are, celebrating our trip in 2011. So many crazy things happened. Unbelievable. Every trip I've been to Paris, from the first time a tour guide took me and our group over to the crepe stand at the Trocadero, I always take my groups over there, whether the tour guide takes us there or not. Here's Tammy. She's getting her grub. I can't wait to have her eat an actual Parisian crepe because she does love crepes. And happy National Cheesecake Day. Who knew? So there you go. Kind of works. Until tomorrow, please like and subscribe. Merci.